Number 5, Showdown. What do you think is the best thing you've ever done, and then the worst thing you've ever done professionally as far as an actor?
Okay. Well, I mean, if we exclude the Waltons, which is just, of course, the pinnacle of having an opportunity to be part of something wonderful that is history, I would say on screen, that's a toss-up. Because I did a Stargate episode that I really loved, where I got to play an alien. And go through the Stargate. But I also did a recurring on a show, I think it was Showtime, not sure, Beggars and Choosers, which was like based off of the concept of a network. This would have been like the fourth network back when we only had CBS, NBC, and ABC. And it was just a fun character. I was this lawyer who, in this comedy, who was defending interesting clients and stuff. So getting to do that, which was a very different sort of role for me from what people knew me as on the Waltons. So I was really proud of that. On stage, probably doing Annie and Annie Get Your Gun, because that was right up my alley. So.
And what would you say is your worst performance? The one that you're not, the one that you don't like.
that I don't tell. There was a movie musical that I worked on that was it was kind of a disaster overall, and one of those things I went, oh. Yeah. One that I never...
Which shall be unnamed.
will remain nameless, just, out of respect for the producers and the people who did their best. I think anybody who can get
That's
something
fair.
made deserves credit. And there was nothing, the storyline, there wasn't anything about it that was like in poor taste or anything. So it's not because of that. But there's a lot of things that I'm glad I didn't do that I feel
Does any come to mind?
One was just some tacky movie that I don't even remember what it was, but it was really bad. And I'm like, those times when you go, I could really use a paycheck, and I'm really afraid if they'd offered it to me, I would have taken it for the paycheck. But I'm so glad that I didn't get offered it, because it would have been like, you like to think you have integrity, but when there's bills.
Right. Yeah. You never know. A job's a job sometimes, but sometimes it can blow back on you.
It's the Patrick Labyorteaux Show. Patrick Labyorteaux. He's the one you gotta know.